I don't know.
Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining
Welcome back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that
will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Goff now looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark as his guys have now moved out in front. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Goff looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Anzalone, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Yeah, he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Now Jones completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff as his guys are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's gone. Sharks got it left side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock it down. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Operating from the gun, Jones. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. The Pats at the line ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. 14 for the second play in a row. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now a throw here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He's going to take another shot here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Goff. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won.
today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brock Purdy doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, certainly.
Pierce has it knocked loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 26 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And the ball is knocked out. And he's got room. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mills. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes, but how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Here's Purdy. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the 49ers are going to have... as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 21-0 our score after one. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down and goal. Purdy, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Gould is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football.